So with the launch of Explorer from Montblanc, Creed's Aventus officially becomes the most copied fragrance in the history of perfumery. I mean, where's the originality? Where's the creativity? And do we really need another fragrance inspired by Aventus? Do we? Come on. Well, in this review, I'm going to tell you all about Montblanc's Explorer. So if you're curious to find out about this, please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time landing on my channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, and participating in giveaways and still have not subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. But I bought this from Macy's, and according to Macy's website, it's created for Macy's is what it says on their website. That's pretty awesome. So they actually got Montblanc to create a fragrance for Macy's. Macy's said, okay, we want something that smells like this freaking thing right here. I don't know if that's how it went, but I can only imagine. Montblanc's Explorer was launched in 2019, just recently. It's EDP Eau de Parfum concentration. 100 ml bottle like this retails for $98. There is a smaller bottle. I didn't have the price for that. There are perfumers credited to this fragrance, and I'm like kind of ashamed to admit that some of these fragrances are pretty well-known fragrance or perfumers, and I don't understand why they would put their name on a fragrance that's basically inspired or ripped off of this fragrance. The perfumers are Jordi Fernandez, Antoine Maisondieu, and Olivier Pechot. So notes here are, well, there's two notes. Well, actually not two notes. There's notes listed on Fragrantica, which are a little more extensive, and then there's notes listed on Macy's. According to Macy's, at the top you have bergamot, in the heart you have vetiver, and in the base you have patchouli. But according to Fragrantica, you have at the top bergamot, pink pepper, clary sage. In the heart you have leather and vetiver. In the base you have patchouli, cacao, akigala wood, and ambroxan. Now this note akigala wood I'm seeing pop up a lot more frequently lately, so we'll see where that note takes us. But I guess I'll ask the question again, do we really need another clone of Aventus or another fragrance inspired by Aventus when Zara did such a great job with Vibrant Leather already, and it's only $30-some in a 120 ml bottle. This cost $98, and I think Aventus is the most copied fragrance in the history of perfumery, because I'm like seeing another clone pop up every other week or so. It's like, do we really need more clones of this? I mean, are there no original perfumers left? Now, I should actually take back the fact that I was actually dissing the perfumers behind this, because they probably just received a brief from Montblanc or Macy's, if this was really made for Macy's, and they said, take this fragrance and make us our own version so we can put our name on it and sell it. Perhaps get back at this brand, Creed, for copying our original Santal, our individual with the original Santal. Maybe that's what they were doing. I don't know if that's what they were doing. But really, I think it was actually a brief that the perfumers received, and they created something for Montblanc, very, very inspired with this. So the notes do not match, of course, with Aventus and Montblanc's Explorer, but for me, they smell very, very close. They're very close, but they're a little fruitier than what Aventus is. Aventus is a lot woodier for me and a lot sharper, whereas this is a lot softer. And that's why I brought up Zara, because these two are very, very close to me. Very, very close. Performance-wise, they're not the same. I'll tell you all about it. But as far as smells goes, I like the smell of both of these. In fact, I would go to the extent of saying that this smells a little better than Aventus. That's just smell-wise, and I prefer the fruitier, softer smells over the sharp and woodier smells in Aventus. But don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Aventus. It's something that I wear when I want something simple and classy and crowd pleaser, if that makes sense. But I do prefer the smell here a lot more than the Aventus, along with the Zara Vibrant Leather. But you know what? I'm getting burnt out on all the clones that are coming up that are inspired by Aventus. It's just becoming too much. It just goes to show that these brands, all they want to do is do these focus groups, try to figure out what sells and create something that people are already used to. They don't want like to take us on a journey and come up with something very original where we kind of like find out about something and newly fall in love with it, whereas we have a fragrance that's already been proven and we're just going to go copy it or be inspired by it and make money because we know that sells and we'll have our own version and sell it. I'm actually looking for something that actually is a little more unique because we've done this before. We've done it many, many times. This has been copied over and over and over again. I've been doing clones since 2013 for Aventus. It's just becoming too much, too frequent. And originality and designer fragrance making is just becoming non-existent pretty much. It's like we already have Aventus and we have countless many clones. We don't need another one in Explorer. We really do not. But you know what? A lot of people say, okay, Aventus costs so much, like a $400 or something for a 100 ml bottle. I think this is a 120 ml. And this one's only $100 for 100 ml. So you're getting a lot more bang for your buck. But then again, go buy the Zara version of it. It's much cheaper than Explorer. This is out there. It's available. It's still at Zara. They're selling it. We'd be happy with this. This is a lot cheaper. I'd prefer to pay $35, $40 for a clone that's a clone of this than $100 that came after this. There's no originality. This is completely a waste of time and space. Now, when I was at Macy's and buying this, the associate there was like so excited about this. So, well, we just put it out, and it's really a great scent. I was going to say, but do you know this fragrance called Aventus from Creed? I didn't go there because I was going to kind of like put them on the spot, and I'm sure they really do not know, because Macy's people generally do not know niche brands, and I didn't go there, but they were very excited about this. It's apparently very big for them, and it's doing pretty well for them. So, and actually, I would not be as annoyed as I am now if this came out like 5 years ago, but this has been going on for years. Clones have been coming from different brands, but now we have a major brand that's actually doing an actual flat-out copy or inspiration of one of the most popular fragrances for men, which is Niche, and then they're putting their name on it and selling it as a completely brand new fragrance, which is actually a flat-out copy. It's just basically what it is. It's a copy. It's simple to copy these fragrances. There's this machine that you pop the fragrance in, spits out the notes, and basically what these clone houses do is basically tweak a couple of things and make their own thing. Well, that's not the clone houses, that's what they did here. But the clone houses generally would just take all the notes and then just create their own version of it. But this machine is pretty expensive, but it exists out there. And that's why I think this machine is kind of killing the perfume industry. I mean, when you have something, why not just forget about it and do your own thing? Why copy something? Yes, I know the pricing is overly expensive, but why did Mont Blanc have to do a version of this when, as I said, it's already out there as this? It exists. This is a complete waste of time, I think. I bought it. This is a purchase for this review. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate the scent because I love Aventus to begin with. I like the fruitier versions, and this is definitely the fruitier version. No pineapple mentioned, like there's pineapple here. This is mostly the sweetness, the citrus touches and the fruity touches all come from bergamot, whereas here we got bergamot and we have pineapple. In fact, there might even be green apple here. I'm not really 100% sure what the notes are, but I do like this. I don't hate it, but I'm mostly complaining about the fact that there's no originality left in fragrances. No one wants to take risks anymore because fragrances do fall flat because our noses are getting simpler and simpler and simpler, and we want recognizability. We don't want to be challenged and or like I don't know, discover something new. Otherwise people might go, whoa, what is that? Like, what were they thinking of with this fragrance? Whereas this one, oh my god, it smells like freaking Aventus. I'll get it because it's much cheaper than Aventus. Sad, sad days in perfume making. Hopefully it'll change, but for now we have Mont Blanc's Explorer. And once again, I'll say it, I don't hate the fragrance. In fact, I love everything about Aventus and the clones, but I just don't think we need more clones of Aventus. Come on, let's clone something else, something from the past, but not another clone of Aventus, please. Please, 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 no. A couple more things I want to say. This doesn't have a great performance on me. It doesn't last as long as Aventus does. I'm not sure the EDP concentration I agree with. Maybe it's EDP, I don't know what the percentage of the oils are, but as far as performance goes, it's like a 4.5 hour to 5 hours max with this one. I mean, it's faint after that. You can still maybe faintly smell it, but there's not much left there. Maybe my body chemistry eats up, or my body just eats up fragrances much faster, but I still love the smell. I just don't think it's very original. What are your thoughts about this fragrance? Are you planning on buying a bottle? Do you like the idea that it smells similar to Aventus, but don't you already have an Aventus clone to begin with? I mean, it's been done many times, and I know you guys are fans of Aventus and you want your less expensive versions, but you already have it, don't you? Do you need this too? If you do, let me know. And if you've sampled it and you compared it to Vibrant Leather, let me know that as well. One more thing, these both are EDP concentrations, but I think I personally prefer this one over this one. I think it's a little better fragrance. Personally, I get a little more fruity touches with this one, and I get a little more better performance than this one. But overall, they're very, very close. It definitely feels like it's definitely inspired by Aventus because they kind of smell alike. But I think if I wanted to pick one over the other, I'd pick this one. If I wanted to pick one over the other, I'd definitely pick this one for the fruity touches, but I'd pick this one for the performance, because this one performs much better, and actually this one garners me much more compliments than this one has since I've been wearing it. A couple more things. The bottle looks very, very familiar to me. I can't remember where the bottle what it reminds me of, but it does actually. The coating on it, this reminds me of Prada's L'Homme a little bit. Of course, that's the logo for Mont Blanc. The top is completely different, but then this actually kind of reminds me of another bottle as well. Actually, this reminds me of Icon from Dunhill. So they've pretty much copied a lot of different fragrances and created their own bottle here. But don't you guys think this reminds you of Icon from Dunhill? And don't you guys think the cover here reminds you of Prada L'Homme? The cap I like. I mean, in fact, I like the bottle in general. I do like it, but it just seems like it's been copied from other existing fragrances. This is a complete clone, actually. That's what it is. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Mont Blanc's Explorer. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're planning on getting a bottle. Let me know if you already tested it or anything, or if you're gonna completely forget about it and find your next greatest fragrance that's not an inspiration or a clone of an existing fragrance. Put all that down, and let's get a conversation started and discuss this one. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please like this video, please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.